Good evening, shed fans. Thanks for coming back, thanks for watching. Slot car shed time. As you can see behind me, this is going to be my new layout. It folds up to the wall. It folds up towards that roof beam, or folds out that way, so I have more room in the workshop to work from. My other layout was more big. It was good fun, but it went away and it weren't really being used. There were awkward parts on it, where if you lost your car, thought lads that raced on it with me, when you lose your car you've lost it and you're not getting it back, and it like interrupted racing time and just made it difficult to race on. And sometimes it was good and other times it was bad, and unless you got out of this certain corner it like ruined racing and that, so it was time to go really. I couldn't use any of my shelving or anything, I couldn't get to anything because when baseboard's that wide, it like the boards were that wide, you couldn't really reach out behind, you had to climb onto a stool. And I'm vertically challenged anyway, so I'm not the tallest, so I ain't got the longest reach either, so it makes it hard, it made it hard. When you got used to it, it was good. It really fast track when you're used to it. So onwards and upwards now. So this is just a quick video of, I'm going to go through a couple of ideas for my track, how I'm going to make it, what I'm going to do it with. And I'll just move camera down onto my track, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so you can see that hinge there, and another hinge underneath that brass hinge there. So the dimensions of this is 97 inches, so it's just over 8 foot long, and it's just about 4 foot wide. This is what I'm going to have. I'm going to have this here, this cross. I'll have another cross piece in there, so I'll just, as I'm going along, I'll set my track out. So that's these two pieces. They're going to be new, but they're going to be a double crossover. So you're going to come from outside to inside to outside there, and then I'm going to do so it's going to be with my power base. So I want that. That's going to go in there. No, it ain't. That's going to go, well, I'll change over there. like that. Get my single pieces. Right, so just retrieved all my straight bits. Right, so we're going to come down from so we're going to come off at start finish straight, out to start finish straight. I'm going to come straight into a 3-lane. So we're going to be able to come from let's have this off here. So we're going to start here, right to end at where this straight is. This is going to be a straight here, starting this point here, straight into 3 lanes. Straight into 3 lanes with a lane changer, and then a crossover. But there's going to be another crossover. That other stage 2 there's going to be a crossover as well. And then we're going to go from on that outside bit there. So from the 3rd lane on the outside, we're going to go straight into a rally track. Into a single lane piece. So I made all my rally track up before on my old layout. I'm going to redo the same thing again, but this time that's going to go that way, like so. So I've got all these bits of track I've cut, all this from corners. And I've got pieces of track that I've cut down into single lane, so I can have all different size, all different gradient bends. So I've got like these two bends. Like that. And then that one. And I've got these. That's two bends as well. You can cut all this electric track cuts. You can cut it all in half and make whatever track system you want, whatever sizes you want, really. I need to remove that wood there. I can't remember gluing that down. I'm just going to move these two pieces of timber there. I'll be back with you. Right, I've took that off. That's what you get for using cheap glue. I've glued it and screwed it with cheap glue, and glue hasn't even held it. They've come off in full pieces. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing if you wanted it to be permanent, good thing if you didn't want it to be permanent. Right, so with that bending on that bend just there, what I'm going to do is this is all just to try and work something out at the minute. It's not actually, I'm not leaving it, I'll be doing a lot more different stuff on it. So that's how that's going to go there. I just want to be that way a little bit more. I'm struggling to get round everywhere here. Right, so I want that to be on there. Right, so now I need to put some corners up there. That bit I need to loop back round. Right over them corners. Right, so that they're going to be going together like that, I think. And then I want that thingy to go back on it. But in this layout as well, I also want one of these. So I think I might be getting a little bit too carried away with myself here. Thinking I've got more room than what I actually have got. Do that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a 3-lane go into 2 separate lanes. So that on that branch veering off there, and then to come back round over this, over that crossover there, and then do a loop back across the track, then around, then somehow finish it off round here. So we've got two right pitch changes, and then I've got a left. Right, but put that into that into that. Then that. Onto that. With Right, so just modify this part. Oh, you pig. Right, so to make that work, to make this work to put together, because all this track's all cut down, I've had to, that's a stage 3 I think, well it might be a stage, no hint, that's a quarter, 2, stage 2 corner. So to make it fit into these bits, I've just had to chop that down a little bit to make that fit in there, because then we can put that into there like that, and then you want that one. Nope, we don't want that one. Let's try this one. Try that one. There we go. Right, that one fits. So on that one into there like that. So as driver is going to be off. Right, so we can come off at start finish straight, go into lane 3, come across here, and then come across to here, this outside one, because this second one then is going to come round and go down to that second one, and then the third one's just going to be straight round and down. So you're going to be able to barrel, be able to go flat out into that. See, that's annoyingly chuffing close. Really, I'm going to have to put that there. And then get another. I need another one of them little corners. The beauty about scale electric track is you can cut it and do anything you want with it. Make it to any. You just look at your corners, what you need, and then just cut accordingly. There we go. So like with these R1s, they're ideal because you get your perfect arc there. But if that weren't, if you cut this side off, how are you going to be able to get that round? See, I'm not going to be able to get that round there. Because that. What I'm wanting to do is with this here, I want to come off here, off this outer track, round, hairpin along there, round here, do a loop here, back into this, and then back down there, and try and catch up with that single line. If I made that fit there, that gives me a little bit more space. Yeah, this bend here, if I made that fit there, is that and that, then that's a tighter bend. That's a tighter bend than that one. There, look, it's a lot. The end point's a lot closer than this one end. So if I put that there, that wouldn't fit there. But it would fit there. So what I've got to be wary of now is when baseboard folds up, I'm going to have to cut this track into a single piece here, and then screw it down in position, And then I'll have to cut along this edge. So and then screw this down and screw that down to make that fit in that position there. Right, so I'll show you what I'm looking at from my point of view. From where I'm stood round there. Right, so that's your start finish straight just there. You're going to come straight into three tracks. Around this bend. This piece here is going to be another crossover. So that this outer track here is going to go across into that inner track there. That inner track there. And then it's going to go up and around and back into one track there. So then this track, so then this outer track here, this one, is going to come along to this outer line, around that bend, around that horseshoe, then back down that side, and then marry up with that other piece there, and then come back round and fix onto the Mark Pro base there. Oh no, it isn't, sorry. It's going to come from here, across that crossover, across this crossover, do a loop, back into the other side, back across, and then go down that side, under where that Ferris wheel is, and then around and down and whatever else I figure out up there. So I think I'll cut this tonight and I'll call it a day, and then you can see what I mean with that. Right, I'll have to call it a day now, thinking about it. My phone's going flat and the video's not going to be very good. So I'll call it a day and I'll catch up next one. Thanks for watching.